Good evening, everybody. How's it going? Well, I never thought I would make a video about the cost of living in Thailand. Never. Why? Because I used to think, I've seen them, so many of them, and I think, boring. And every single time I thought, you know, some parts you agree with, some parts you don't. So I made some notes because a few people, I'm guessing about a half a dozen people asked me to do a video about this. So here I am. Never in a million years thought I would do this. It's like, nah, boring subject. Okay, so I want to take the position that I am not like normal people. I don't go out partying. I'll have a beer maybe once a year, a glass of wine less than. I'm not against drinking, it just doesn't interest me. If I could sit down with somebody and have a really decent conversation over a coffee or a glass of cold tea or something, or just water, that to me is hyper stimulating. I don't need alcohol or drugs to make me happy. So it doesn't interest me. So I live here for a reason, because I think this is the core. If you dig into the core of me, this is who I am. And so I approach life with that, to keep it simple in a nutshell, okay? Let me get myself a little bit closer. How's that? A little bit better? Sorry for adjusting the camera as I go along. Sorry. Okay, cost of living. I actually rented an apartment for 2 years when I first come here. It was in a Utia, in an apartment. It was one room divided into, and with a bathroom and a balcony. So the balcony, you could look outside, obviously, small balcony, small bathroom. Pretty big room, you know, half of it was like kitchen and eating and dining sort of thing, and the other half was the bedroom. And, you know, for one guy, I think for two people a long time it would be a little bit cramped. But, you know, that's all I needed when I first come here. So here in the house, if I have two ACs going, in the hot time of the year, which is coming up, my electric bill can go up to like 2,000 per month, 2,000 baht per month. Water is extremely cheap. It's only 40 baht per month, unless I water the garden with it a little bit, and maybe it goes up to 50 baht. But then I made a water filter system so I can drink the water. Nobody drinks the water. Nobody drinks the water in Ayutthaya either, and that comes in clean, but nobody drinks it. Everybody filters it or buys the water. It's very cheap to buy it. Internet here is what is it? Download speed is about 12, and upload is 1 meg, which is not fast enough for loading video. So I got a phone. So the internet is 600 baht per month, but if you're not loading video like I do, then it's fine. It drops off occasionally, so you just have to have somebody who speaks Thai to phone up and go through the same rigmarole. At first, when I first got it, it worked great for like 9 months and never had one little tiny issue. And then for about a year, it was nothing but issues. But now it's settled down again and it seems to be okay. But AIS have a package. It costs 600 baht for the month. You get 7 megs up and 7 megs down. 7 megs down doesn't sound very fast, but for a phone, I can watch video on that quite easy. But what attracted me was the 7 megs up, and I can load like a 1.5 gig file in about an hour. So it's good, and that costs 600 baht also. So if I'm traveling and I want to upload a video, I don't have to use a local slow Wi-Fi. When I stayed in the hotel Be Rich hotel, that was super fast. The fastest internet I've seen in Thailand. So a very good hotel. Now, one little thing about the AIS phone is I learned later that Palang can only have a phone up to 400 baht. You can't have the 600 baht phone unless you know somebody who will put it in their name for you. So if you have a girlfriend or boyfriend who you trust, they trust, But I needed a phone so I can call England now and again. So, and to do that, you need somebody's credit card on it. So they have to trust you not to go over the top or anything. So, you know, it's about building relationships, right? So if it seems I'm going a little fast, I am, because I don't want this video to be 2 hours long. I want it to be as short as possible. So I'm just going to hit the bullet points. If you have any more questions, feel free to ask. Okay? So there are other apartments, service apartments. I've stayed in some in Bangkok. They're really nice. The hotel's amazing. It's got like a small kitchen in the corner, a nice living area, and nice bedroom and an amazing nice bathroom. I'm not sure what they cost, but the apartment that I had in Utia was 4,500 to 5,000. Not a lot, but the service apartments are like swimming pools and big gymnasiums and all that sort of stuff. So you have to do your research on that if that's where you want to stay. To get around, you can use, if you stay in Bangkok, you have trains, tuk-tuk, and taxis. In Ayutthaya, no taxis, but there are the scooters and the tuk-tuk to get you around if you want that, or if you can get a scooter, or a car, or a pickup truck. I have a pickup truck. Now, if you bring a license here with the vehicle that you want to drive, you can go get yourself a license. You walk in, show your license, you do some paperwork, you do a tick test, you know, the sign test, and then you have to do a reaction test. So the lights go down and you have to brake in a certain time, and then there's no test, they just give you your license. Just swap it straight over. And it's not expensive, I can't remember what it costs. And you register your truck there at the same time. So I bought the truck, I paid for it, it's registered in my name. And I think for road tax and registration per year, it's just under 4,000 baht per year to register the truck. Why did I get a truck and not a car? Because I need to put stuff in the back to bring it here. Plants, when I was remodeling or rebuilding the house when I first got it. One of the other videos, I think I showed you, I haven't showed you the inside yet. I will when I 100% finish the kitchen. What it was like before and after, and you can see. But I bought all my materials here, doors, whatever. Okay, so that's why I have a truck. Insurance. There's in the West you have theft. I think it is third-party fire and theft. Sorry, third-party and fire and theft, and fully comp. Here it's slightly different. When you go to have your MOT, which you'll laugh when you see that, so inspecting the vehicle to make sure it's safe, if you don't have insurance, if you have no insurance, when you go to have your MOT, your vehicle safety check, in England it's called MOT, you have to buy a certificate of insurance, and that pays for the other person if you have an accident. But this time I have insurance, so I took it there with me when I got my vehicle inspected this year, and I didn't have to pay that. I just show them my insurance and they say, okay, because I have that and more. Okay? I told you about the MOT. They basically test your brakes and your exhaust emissions. That's it. Oh, and your lights. So for a driving test, they have a driving test here, but I would advise you to, unless you have somebody who speaks Thai well with you, to pass your test before you get here. Or you can, bring your license with you, or an international driver's license. I actually had, I just had an international driver's license. That's what I had, what I showed them. I can't remember the details, but that was like 4 or 5 years ago. So, okay. I hope that's okay. That's that part's done. Any questions? Leave a comment and I'll get back to you. Okay, food. Food is an interesting subject. It depends what you want to eat. If you want to eat caviar and sirloin steaks all day, then your food bill is going to be a lot higher. One thing about Thailand, like India, nobody, India, the cow is a sacred animal. Here, much the same, because Buddhism comes from Hinduism, from Buddha was Hindu, his family, so basically they adopt the same kind of things. They'll eat pork, a lot of pork, fish, chicken, but you can buy beef, but not very often. If you go to the market and find a Muslim lady, you see her scarf, she'll sell beef. Muslims eat beef. So you can get beef here. Minced meat, ground beef, you can buy in Tops. Tops is like a Western, I think it's a British, I forget the name, Morrison's, I can't remember. A British grocery store but called Tops. And you can get a lot of British stuff in there. And you can get ground beef. But Tops is expensive but high quality. So, but it's up to you what you want and where you get it from. Okay. I looked, before I made this today, I had to go do a little bit of food shopping, as you'll see here. One thing's cool is in Big C, they always have a discount section, like a clearance section. So I always like dark chocolate, and I get this dark chocolate here. And it's normally almost 100. It was already reduced to 75, now reduced to 52. So I've saved like £1 something just on that. Nothing wrong with it, it's still in date. So I'm always looking for a discount. So I had to do a little bit of food shopping, and I just had a look at some prices. Like 1 can of Spam, which is popular, like luncheon meat, well not so popular, luncheon meat from America. It's in a tin, and you slice it up. You can put it on, eat it raw in a sandwich, or you can cook it for breakfast, sort of thing. It's 285 baht per small square tin, or rectangle cube tin, whatever. 285 baht. In the village, there's a guy who cooks food, and you can buy a meal there for 35 baht. So you go to the local market to cook your food. You've got to cook it yourself. Come on. You got to cook it yourself, look. He's a good guy, this guy. Lots of veggies. Kale, onion, tomato, cucumber, eggs, chicken. So if you take, how many times does 35 go into 285? How many cooked meals, a good quality cooked meal costs based on 1 little can of Spam, which I don't even know if it's food. So, I say, again, like I said at the beginning, you have to think, you use your brain. I'm a health nut, so I want to make sure I'm eating well. And I want to eat well at a good price, You call me cheap or sticky, I say. Yes, I am. Why? Because anybody with no brain can waste money. I think keep it in my pocket. But, the lady who I get bananas from. Okay, I've just got some lunch, and this is where I usually go for my bananas during the week, to see my little girlfriend. So you'll see her. This is my little girlfriend. This sapodilla or lamut. Lamut. Phu Thai lamut. Phu Angrit sapodilla.
ลิ้นไม่ไปแล้วแก่แล้วลิ้นไม่ไป
Okay, so let me get some, I think, I don't really need bananas, but I thought I'll come here so you guys can see my little girlfriend. This is where I get bananas and different fruits, local fruits, during the week. So I think I'll get some. Oh. Okay, Tarai.
15 บาท
15 baht. Oh.
ที่ไหนมาไปที่ไหนกันมา
15 baht.
15 บาท
Want 15 baht for this little bunch of bananas. Zip baht.
ขอบคุณค่ะ
So, and you can get these bananas if you like them like this. The small, theirs are different again, for 10 baht. So you can get anything you want. This is where I always come to get my bananas and fruit. If I don't have them myself, I come to see my little girlfriend. She always gives me a hug. restaurant in the mall for up to 200 baht, 300 baht. Pizza for 400 baht, a middle one. Or you go into the canteen and you can get a meal for like 40 baht, 45 baht. So 45 or 400. See what I mean? So how much do you need to live on? You have to do your calculations. Okay? Fruits and veggies on the weekend. You seen me go to the market the other day. So you can get a big bag of veggies. I got it for free this week because we're always trying to outgive each other. I give them something, they give me free strawberries and a bag of vegetables. So that's my relationship with them. But normally that big bag might cost 40, 50, 60 baht, something like that. If you go to the Big C or Tesco Lotus, you can pay a lot more. But I think I'd rather support the local people. A little bit about the police. Before, the police used to stop here and come over and talk and laugh and joke, and they always wanted their picture taken with a Falang. And they're always friendly. And what I found is at road stops, a lot of times they'll just wave you through. They don't want to talk to you. They don't even really want to interact with you, but they're always friendly. Whenever I've seen them, you know, I talk with them, I kid around with them. I think for Falang they don't want to bother you, but if you get drunk and you've got drugs, they'll bother you. If they suspect anything, they'll bother you, but they don't bother me. If you get a ticket on the road, you can pay a spot fine and they'll let you go. I had one once. My my inspection ran out. I thought inspection and insurance ran together at the same time, but it was a couple months off. And I got a 300 baht fine. Paid there, forgot about. That's it. And then I went and got my car MOT'd and registered again. And you just pay the difference of what between the dates at the registry, and nobody says anything. Done. I think one thing I would say is, I was talking to a friend today about this, and she was telling me that there was a teacher from England who was here in a UT teaching English at quite a nice school, and his girlfriend was in the East, and they were talking live on Skype, and he had a heart attack and passed while they were talking. What happened was there was a long commotion before. I mean, his wishes and desires were to be cremated and thrown somewhere and be left here in Thailand. He didn't want to go back to England. And what had to happen was the British Embassy had to get involved to okay that with the family in England, because they wouldn't listen to his Thai girlfriend because he didn't actually have a will. So what I'm going to do is I have to contact the British Embassy in Bangkok and say, look, this is what I want to happen, and find out how to make a will like that. I don't have that yet, so I need to do that. So that's it. End of lesson. Any questions? Hands up. So if you have any more questions and you got this far, you haven't turned it off and said shut up. If you have any more questions, you know, feel free to leave a message, and I'll do my best. And if I don't know, I'll tell you I don't know. So I wanted to say this. Thank you so much for watching. You know, subscribe, comment, and like. Somebody fighting across the river. But I really mean it. Thank you so much. I really enjoy, you know, I live here by myself, and you guys are kind of like fun to interact with. You know, different people asking questions, telling me that they appreciate my videos, and they love looking around paradise. And you know, when I went to the north to the Bloom Festival and so on, you know, I love photography. I love making the video. I love the editing. And I love interacting with you guys, so thank you so much. Thanks for watching. All the best. See you later.